Hey everyone, welcome to Rambling Hour with Lisa, season 18, episode 7. We just keep going and going. I keep rambling and rambling, no matter if people are watching or not. So what's new with you? How are things? You guys know that I took my bandage off last week. I can peek and show you guys what it looks like. Next week I'll have it off completely, but I'll have my stitches out. So that is the stitches in. I don't know if I can get you in focus. There you go. So it's looking really good, healthy, healing, and keeping it covered, clean and dry. And once I get the stitches out, I'll be able to start putting cream on it and massaging it to for less scarring. And I can show you guys my old one from October, contrast. And it's right at that stage right now where it's when something's healing and it gets itchy, but you don't want to scratch. Sorry, glitch in the internet. So, when it gets itchy and you don't want to scratch it. So I keep rubbing it like that if it itches, but it's at the healing of itchiness phase right now. Me and Steve went this weekend to his dad's house, my father-in-law, Pierce, and Dad kept calling the internet the web. And I was thinking maybe I should call it the web as well, because it's more like spider-like and, you know what I mean, and gardeny and stuff, like the web instead of the internet. Or as I like to do sometimes to be silly, the intronets. Anyways, I'm really thirsty, but bad Lisa, because of this hand, I didn't buy as many bottles of pop before, like last week after my surgery. So we don't have any pop now except cans, which I shouldn't be buying cans anyways because they're more expensive, but there's a cold can and I'm really thirsty and want a sip of it, but I thought that I would wait until I came on with you. This is the brand we buy from one of my favorite stores, Aldi, which you guys have seen some of my Aldi stuff. It's called Vive ZX, so zero cola, and extreme taste, zero sugar. And I'm just thought you guys would enjoy the cold crack of the can. You can even, I don't know if you can tell like how cold it is with the, when you like see the, you can make the line in it from, anyways, I'm going to open it. It's one of the best parts, right? In a cold can. It's so delicious. Okay. I even prefer this brand over like Coke Zero or Pepsi Max. Like, I like the taste of this better than Coca-Cola. What shall we start with? Coming to you from the living room. Things have happened this last week for the positive. My friend who was having surgery, had her surgery. Things went well. She's just on the road to recovery now. So yay for that. Keep sending Karen healing for her healing journey now. Send her positive energy, prayers, and healing. And what else happened? So we are, we want to get the floors done in the living room, but we wanted to block the door to the office. In our living room, there's a door to go into an office, but we opened it up from the entranceway. When you come into our house, you can go through that wall now into the office, and blocked up this door here. So it's half done, but the floors can be done as soon as Steve books them in. Now we just got to see if the guy can come and do the floors before we go to Ireland and my mom comes here, or after. And so, but that's exciting. I love when things are actually happening. The weather has been lovely, almost too hot the last few days. It's a bit cooler today and cloudy, but I've been visiting with Steve's dad, and then in the vehicle most for the time driving home, because it takes, well, actually, we left late on Friday, so it only took about 2 hours to get there, but it, depending on traffic on the motorway and stuff, it could take 3 to 4 hours. He lives down in Somerset, so south from where we live, but yeah, it can take up to 3 or 4 hours depending on traffic. But me and Steve are home. He's gone up to cards. I'm here with you guys. I look the way I look because it's yesterday's hair put into a ponytail. And well, actually, because of my hand and keeping this dry and everything, on Friday when I showered, I just, how after my showers, I usually plait my hair, like put it into a braid. So I did that. So Friday's hair was a plait. Saturday's hair was the plait undone with the waves, but down. And then Sunday's hair is leftovers from the weekend. I need to use my purple shampoo to get this, like, it's too, like, yellow looking right now, my hair. I want it to be more of a natural blonde tone. Anyways, Sunday, I cannot believe it's happy solstice. I was going to say solstice. Happy solstice and happy summer. It is the 22nd already of June. Wowzers. It really is summer now. The weather has been great. I don't know what it's like this week. I think we're going to get some rain, but we need the rain. So I'm not opposed to that because I don't want my grass that I've worked on really hard to go yellow. So listening to books on my headphones, you know, I've talked to you guys about Speechify before. And guess what? You can only listen to so many words on Speechify. So I listened to, like, I don't know if it was like 100,000 words, and then you have to use the free version again, like the voices where they sound more robotic and everything. So it was, luckily it was like the 18th when it said that I had reached my word limit, and I only had to wait for it to reset for the month. So 100,000 words a month. And then it reset on the 20th, which was Friday. So now I can listen to my books again. So I'm going to show you guys the books that I have listened to in the last week. That's right. I know. I have every week I show you guys more books because I'm listening to them like crazy. So I read this one in Canada before I even moved here, but I enjoyed it so much, so I listened to it this time. And there is a second one in this series, but I can't remember where I put it right now. It's with some gardening magazines I had somewhere because I wanted to read it. And I haven't read the second one because I saved it because I love this one so much. So it's called Gin and Tonic Gardener. The Gin and Tonic Gardener. She's a Canadian lady who used to write an article. So Janice Wells knows gardening. But whether you're a new gardener, a weary gardener, or not really a gardener at all, the Gin and Tonic Gardener will inspire you to want a garden that goes well with a stiff drink, a good book, and a hammock, where nothing is forced to be neat if it doesn't want to be, and where you never feel guilty about doing absolutely nothing productively. Or productive. It's good. She used to write an article for a paper or something. She's in the Maritimes in Canada. I have a lady friend named Margaret Rose. She's our angel, Margaret Rose, from years ago. She lived in Saskatchewan, and we met she was going around door to door doing some type of survey or something, and she knocked on my door when I was at one of the worst times in my life, and raising 3 kids, no money, and just a really hard time in my life, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I was barely getting by, and she then went home and mailed me a check for $500, which at that time in my life was so needed and a crazy amount of money. And I still haven't paid it forward because I'm waiting for the right time. But I do want to pay this forward to somebody one day, and I'll know when it's the right time when I meet the person who I need to pay it forward to. It's always been my intention. But with the $500 she gave me at that time in my life, I bought a washing machine because I didn't want it just to go to waste or whatever, but it was something that we needed. And so I bought a washing machine with that. But just the gesture alone that's why we call her our angel, Margaret Rose. But every time we went to and from Saskatchewan to Alberta, we would stop at her place to say hi on the way there, on the way back. And she lived with stage 4 cancer for years past her expected life expectancy. And it was amazing to know her, and that she lived, like I said, like over 10 years when she had less than 4 years life expectancy. So she did really well. She was in her 70s when she did pass away, which was a couple of years ago. Anyways, there was a book that she gave me, and she got it from the author of it. And so it's even signed on the inside, which is really cool, from the author. And I just listened to this one. It's another Canadian one, actually. The Doctor is In, and then in brackets, Sane, by Dr. Dave Hepburn. Indispensable advice from Dr. Dave. So he's out of BC, like Vancouver or Victoria. I think Victoria, but let's see what it says. Dr. Dave puts the wise in wisecrack and shows that it's a spoonful of satire, not sugar, that makes the medicine go down. Body humor at its best. It is very funny, actually. Tired of boring medical advice? Get a prescription from Dr. Dave. Whether he's talking about cholesterol, the common cold, or the healing powers of curcumin, he provides vital health information while keeping you in stitches. Dr. Dave Hepburn, MD, is a popular columnist and speaker who has been called the Dave Barry of medicine and the Patch Adams of the podium. His column has been syndicated in more than 100 newspapers throughout the United States and Canada. He is also an in-demand speaker and the co-host of the popular Wisecracks show on Chorus Radio. Dr. Dave practices and plays hockey in Victoria, BC, Canada. The only thing about this book is that it came out in 2009. So the book is still good. The information is still great because he talks about just common ailments and things that lots of us have and lots of us might have in the future. So it's very good advice, but some of his jokes or references are like relevant to somebody who might have been popular in mainstream media at that time in 2009, but it's still good. He gives little stories about his family and his experiences and stuff, but he gives you information about things that you might not have known about. There is one that I thought was very interesting that I didn't know about, but it's not coming to mind right now what it is. But yeah, that was a good listen, I should say, a good listen. And I showed you guys this one last week because I was supposed to give it back to my friend Zena, The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. But guess what? I'm an arse and forgot to bring it back to painting class to give back to her, so I still have it. That's okay because I'm going to lend her another one with this one because I think she'll really enjoy that other one that I'm going to show you after this one. So I did listen to this one. It's a really good motivational one, a life-changing tool that millions of people can't stop talking about, the let them theory. Just let them be. Just let them do it. Just let them get on with it. It is very motivational. Some of you already might have heard of it, but I'll read you the synopsis anyways. 2 simple words will change how you think about your entire life. If you're struggling to achieve your goals or feel a little happier, the problem isn't you. The problem is the power you give to other people. In this book, you'll learn how 2 words, let them, can set you free. Free from the opinions, drama, and judgments of others. Free from the exhausting cycle of trying to manage everything and everyone around you. There is a better way to live. The Let Them Theory is a proven method that teaches you how to protect your time and energy and focus on what matters to you. You've spent too long chasing approval, managing other people's happiness, and letting their opinions hold you back. Learn how to stop giving your power away and start creating a life where you come first. Your dreams, your goals, your happiness. Let Them is a simple tool that millions of people around the world can't stop talking about because it works. The fastest way to take control of your life is to stop trying to control other people and focus on what you can control, yourself. By letting other people live their lives, you finally get to live yours. This is the same as the doctor one, like where she talks about experiences in her own life as examples and everything else and how she's learned what she's learned. And it is a good one too. Like I said, very motivational. So if you need a little bit of a little lift in life right now, that's a good one. This one I bought years ago because I heard an interview with the author and I thought, I need to get that one. And I did, I got it. But then let me look what year it came out in. And this is the one I think Zena will really like. Does it say what year it came out in? Maybe if I have my spectacles on, I'll be able to read. 2021, so it's not very old, but that's probably when I bought it, is when she was doing the circuit for the book. It is called Memoir of a Midlife Crisis. There Will Be Lobster. Oh, let me push. Okay, so by Sarah RHwL. This is a good one too. I actually really enjoyed this one, and it's a quick read as well, or listen, I should say. You know her, you've seen her, you may even see yourself in her. If you're arriving in the midlife crisis party, the one that's serving low self-esteem, desperation, unreliable behavior, forgetfulness, carelessness, and the loneliness of loss, the stories and the antidotes in this memoir will assure you that you are not alone. For Sarah RHwL, it took a rogue lobster, a dying rock star, an 18-pound tumor, a meditation guru, a famous medium, and a former monk to help put her on a path toward light, hope, and healing. If reading this book helps even one person, according to Sarah, then telling this story is all worth it. Sarah RHwL's memoir is filled with wry, self-deprecating humor. I like the humor parts in books, but equally replete. I don't know how to say this word. REPLETE. equally replete with genuine poignancy. In writing so transparently about the full catastrophe of her midlife crisis, Sarah takes us on a journey that arrives at hard-earned resilience and lasting insight. The book is a rollicking account of the human condition written in an authentic original voice. That was Gail Straub, a co-founder of Empowerment Institute and award-winning author, Empowerment and the Ashokan Way. This book is a deeply personal story that's not afraid to show you the crazy moments that we all have, but often don't admit to. Read this memoir if you want to learn how honesty, vulnerability, and sheer perseverance can help you to step into your light and illuminate a new path, one that is happy, healthy, and full of hope. Andre Leon Talley, author of the New York Times bestseller, The Chiffon Trenches, and former Vogue editor at large. I think it probably says about the author. Sarah Arnell is a global branding and marketing executive and former advertising CEO. She's a professor at the New Schools Parsons School of Design and continues to consult with the world's top brands on marketing strategy and brand design. She regularly advises startups and entrepreneurs and has served on several boards for education in educational institutions. Sarah has a BA from Skidmore College and an MFA from Sarah Lawrence College. She is the mother of 3 children and 1 small poodle. This is a really heartfelt book, and it's interesting to see someone's journey, especially someone who suffers from depression, see someone who is always keeps telling themselves that they're going to do better, they're going to get better, they're going to try and improve on things, and there's always something holding you back. But then things happen in life trying to nudge you and push you on the right track. And eventually you might get the wake-up call that life is trying to guide you towards the better you that you're trying to achieve anyways. You just gotta, you gotta do the work too. You're not gonna become a better you if you don't put in the work. Okay, so our 2-year-old grandson, Jackson, he likes to do puzzles, and he's at the wood puzzle stage right now, but the ones with the little knobbly things on to hold them. Well, I have these puzzles that I bought a few years ago when I first moved here, so I could learn the counties and stuff in England. And so this is the one that I already have open. It's the British Isles, and even though some of the pieces have more than 1 county on them, they tell you all the counties on the side. So this is for me and Jackson to do together. I'm just going to show you some other puzzles. So if Jackson's a really quick learner, and I am not, but this will be a good way for us to learn. So those are the British Isles and all the counties that I need to learn. And then this one I haven't opened yet. I used to be so good at geography because when I was in school, I loved coloring the maps because it was a bit of art, right? In the middle of learning. But I've forgotten so many things. So this is Europe. I haven't opened it yet. But I'm going to learn where all the countries are. I know where all the provinces and territories are in Canada, so if I'm living over here, I might as well know where everything is. This is Europe GeoPuzzle. This is pieces shaped like countries. Is this a big one? No, that's the next one. Okay, so this is for ages 4 and up, 58 pieces, 19, let me put my goggles on. 19 inches by 16 inches when it's assembled, and it's Euro GeoPuzzle. So not the wood one, but this is the next step up that we can do. And then this one is not opened either, but it's really cool. Melissa and Doug Company, floor puzzle, 33 jumbo pieces, and ages 3 and up. Jumbo pieces, or something else I was going to look at. But anyways, this is the world map. Why did I put my glasses on to not read? So isn't that cool? It's a big one, and it's the world. So we're going to learn together geography. I'm such a good Mima. I just thought I'd show you guys those two. Oh, we're not done with the books. This one I listened to, and the pictures are lovely, and this is such a good reference book. I'm so excited about this book, but I did listen to it once already, and it's got different things to... Okay, so look at this one. The Witch's Apothecary by Lorraine Anderson, co-creator of the Season of Witch Oracle series. Oh, I didn't... It's hard to see the apothecary unless it's like reflected off of the light, so. This one is so, I loved this one, listening to it, but like it is a beautiful book with all the art on every page and some of the paper, like for the different seasons, it's like almost like not scrapbooking paper, but you know what I mean. It's just really, really pretty. I love it. It's great to look at, to read, to listen to, and to reference. So that's all the books from this week so far. Again, this weekend I've been with Steve and his dad, so I haven't listened to anything this weekend. I haven't had my headphones on, but they're waiting over there for me for when I'm done here. And then get this week, what is planned is the same thing as normal. Just the garden is almost, done for the season, as in done mostly everything. Oh no, I'm totally lying. Like the plants are almost done, like everything I need to do with the plants. But then I still need to go through the bins of compost. I need to sort some rocks. I wanted to redo the stream. So there's still lots to do in the garden. But as far as the plants go, they're almost all like sorted and taken care of, where they just need maintenance for the summer. And I watered them all before we went away for the weekend, especially because I knew it was going to be hot. But now watering them again, starting from the beginning again and going around again, I want to fertilize them. So that I was cleaning out the greenhouse a little bit because I want to put a bed in the greenhouse for, I don't know if I told you guys that, just for lounging, reading, or looking up at the stars when it gets dark, or afternoon naps if it's not too hot in the greenhouse. Steve says I shouldn't, that I'm not allowed, because then he'll never see me because I love sleeping and I love gardening, but I'm still going to do it. So there's that. And then one big thing, I'll show you guys my new yoga mat. I'm just going to sneak under the light and get it, but I am for real. And I'm telling you right now, you guys are my witnesses whenever you're watching this, but if you're watching this live or today or before tomorrow, I am starting my workouts again tomorrow. I love myself no matter how I am, but I know on last week's live and then even now, like sitting here, I like myself better when I'm healthier, when I'm fit. I have more energy. I just feel better with myself, especially if I do my workout like first thing, like journaling and working out in the morning. I just feel like if I do my working out and my journaling, I feel so accomplished for the day that everything else feels like a bonus, but I feel more inspired to do the making dinners and gardening and all those other things. I feel more inspired to do them because I feel like no matter what, I've already accomplished like the most important things, my health. And journaling is important to me, right? Because that's my mental health. So tomorrow is my first day in this living room with my yoga mat. Hopefully it's cooler. And I will be doing my workout. I'm going to show, because I'm not into hot yoga, but I'll show you my new yoga mat. I haven't even taken it out of its plastic, but as I'm going to use it, it's not plastic. It's like paper around it. But as I'm going to use it tomorrow, guess where we got this? Aldi, because Aldi is one of my favorite stores. Crane is the company from Aldi. So, yoga mat. Steve bought this for me because he's so lovely and spoils me. Sunshine. Makes me happy. Woo. Keep going, keep going, keep going. No, it's just that. I don't know if I could push you back and then show you the whole mat. All right. It's too long to stretch out. Anyways, whatever. It makes me happy. It's round at the top, straight at the bottom, has the sunshine. It's rubbery on the back so that it won't slide on the floor. Not that our other ones slide on the floor, but tomorrow is the start. So this is my before. Not that bad, but, I am wearing a sports bra, so I can, I'm not like really bad, but I'm not where I was before. So I'm going to take this seriously and get this done. I need to do my measurements too, my before measurements. And some before pictures, but I'm starting tomorrow. So anybody who wants to start or join or whatever with me, yes, I know I told you guys about my hand. I mean, like, I just have to accommodate for my hand. So any exercises that require me to do something that I can't do, I'll just modify to not skip the exercise. Even if I'm walking on the spot during something that I can't do because of this hand, I'm still doing the rest of them, right? So, I'm sorry, I'm burping from my pop. I don't even know. I know I was a little bit late starting because I was trying to print off. There is 2 other books that I listened to this week, but because they're ones that I have on the computer, but I don't actually have the books with me, I wasn't going to talk about them. I'll talk about them next week because then I'll show you a printed off version of the cover, and then also I'll print off the synopsis so I can tell you about them. But I was trying to get that done. I changed the ink on the printer, but the black is just, I didn't change the black ink because it didn't need it, but when I am trying to clean I know you guys don't care, cleaning the printer heads and then printing out the sample paper, the black's not working properly, and then I ran out of time because I was already late for this, so I didn't have time, but that's what I was doing, so I was late for this. Then what my point was, I was checking if we're at how close we are to the hour. Oh, we're only like at 26 minutes. So, oh, I could show you guys a new witch casket box because it's sitting right there. I got it on, so it was just like Monday it went out, so Wednesday I got it. And the everything in here is dusty right now because of the door getting cut out and the other one put in. There's a little bit of white powdery dust from the plasterboard. Oh, it smells so good. So the witch casket box for this month, for June, is Sun and Moon. So what did I get with this one? You always get your card with your manifestations on the back. And I got a day and night ritual kit for moving on and manifesting. So I can do my little ritual. And this is my little scroll that you get a scroll every month. I open them up and put them, they have these rings to it. I'll figure out something to do with. But they used to have stickers on them. But I put them in a binder or like a folder thing. So it's on parchment paper and it's sun and moon, moon and sun and water. Moon and sun water, like how to make moon and sun water. And then I'm going to save the best for last. I'll show you guys. So these are my sun and moon water stacking jars. So they also, everything is like witch casket exclusive. So they come in their own boxes and stuff. So you could keep them in there if you weren't going to use them. But once I take things out and use them, I need to find it as something to do with all the boxes that I get from them. So they have cork on the top and they literally can stack. That's because they're matching. But they're the sun and moon. So you can make your moon water in those. And then I have incense, which is what smells so delicious in here. Moon incense, sun incense, and the moon incense is a magical blend of cinnamon and chamomile. And the sun incense is a magical blend of jasmine and lavender. And then I have a moonstone and a sunstone. And I have some sun and moon spell candles, soy candles. So for if you do rituals with those, you got a yellow one and a grayish blue one. Then I need to move the best thing for last. Oh, actually, these are pretty cool too. So Sun and Moon Altar Tray Set. This is really, really cool. I even put it back away after I took it out. They are heavy metal, like cast the moon, itchy face, and the sun. Which way is up? I don't think it matters. They don't actually clip together or anything, but you can have them on your altar. How cool is that? Again, witch casket. Yeah, I love those, but this is the best for this month. It is a witch casket exclusive, as is most of their stuff. It's a tarot pendant, and I love my necklaces, as you guys know. So a necklace, and it's got the sun and the moon. How nice is that? Like tarot cards. Yep, I love that. So there, something else that I showed you guys. My witch casket. So then I put stuff like I put the incense with the incense. I put the candles with the candles. I put the stuff on my altar, or I put it, if I don't put it on my altar, then I put it away with, you know, candle holders, jars, rituals, crafts, wherever the literature goes. I told you I put the scroll in the book. So that is my witch casket for June. I can't remember what it is for July. So, but what else shall I talk to you guys about? No, look at the sun damage from being in the sun and from tanning when I was younger. And you see it on my neck too. So don't forget to stay hydrated in the heat, but also wear sunscreen, even if it's cloudy. Like, so if you're going to be outside, wear sunscreen, because it's not how hot it is, it's the UV rays. So you can check your UV index and put on sunscreen. Better to be safe than sorry. You'll still get a tan even if you wear sunscreen, but you won't get the harmful rays from the sun. But also use a trusted brand of sunscreen as well, because you don't, anything you put on you, you're absorbing into your body. So you want to make sure that you're not putting something on that's not good for you. Oh, Steve had this bracelet in his glove box, so I stole it. It's magnetic, but it doesn't fit his wrist, so it fits me. But I don't know what kind of stones they are. But I've been wearing it all weekend because I found it in his glove box when I got some medication up for him on Friday. So I've been wearing that all weekend. I'm just excited about life. Summer is here, and it's the best season to be outside in the garden, and my plunge pool is ready for me to plunge into, except that I got to keep this dry. So I can dip my feet in, or, you know, whatever, get into the plunge pool. I just got to keep this dry, not the rest of me. But I'm just excited about so much, especially in the garden and life, and things are pretty good. As far as like losing my brother, it's still hard. It's still like, I'll see a picture of him or something, and it just like, I know it's real, but it still feels weird that he's on my spirit team now and not on my earth team. And yeah, so I'm not like, I am happy with life, and I like how things are going, but I'm definitely still grieving. There's, you know, it hits you. It's like grieving anything, right? Like you're fine, and then it hits you and you're bawling your eyes out. And like for me, being so far away from Canada, for the most part, life just keeps going the way it is. But I know that there's people who aren't, it's not like that, you know. For his wife, he worked out of town, right? So there's probably times where it just feels like to her that he's just at work. But then there's those times when you expect him to be coming back through the door and he's not. And I don't want to take away from that. Like, I don't want to act like everything in life is perfect and great, because it still hurts. There's, you know, but it doesn't mean that, I mean, if you died, would you want the people that you love to just be sad all the time? Or would you want them to still look at the positives about life and try and be happy and, you know, grateful and live their lives, because they still get to be here. So I'm not taking away from anybody's pain or, you know, anybody else who's had losses, but I am trying to look at the bright side of life, and there's lots to look forward to, right? Playing puzzles with the grandkids, my witch casket stuff, the gardening, listening to books, whatever, working out and being proud of myself and being happy, journaling, and yeah, just in general, whatever makes you feel better about life and yourself. What have you guys been up to? What's new with you? I need to have some guests. I'm thinking of something, of a few people that I know I tell you guys this, but there's things that I'm thinking about for my lives, but there's things I can't tell you about yet. So even hinting to them or saying something is just going to get you guys intrigued, and then me like slip up and say something that I can't say yet. So, but yeah, I started thinking about things that I can't talk about yet. However, me and Steve on Thursday, it's raining outside now. On Thursday, me and Steve ordered DNA tests from Ancestry.com. Ancestry.ca, Ancestry.uk, whichever, they're all done, like Ancestry DNA kits. So me and Steve are going to do our DNA. I know my little sister and my mom have done it with 23andMe, and I know that my sister is my sister and my mom is the same mom as her, but even siblings can have different DNA. Well, unless you're a twin, an identical twin, they have the same DNA, but you'll have different DNA than your siblings. Even the amount of like your ethnicity, it'll be the same ethnicities, but it'll be different amounts. Do you know what I mean? So I'm excited to do our DNA, and then I will upload mine to Ancestry. Well, I was looking into it because I wanted to upload my DNA to wherever, just so the police have it if, you know, if there's a killer out there or something. But I want to opt in for using my DNA for whatever. I'm not scared of using my DNA, or I'm not scared of them setting me up in a crime. So, but I was looking into it, and like, because I'm doing it with DNA, I mean with Ancestry, I can put it on there, and there is a couple other ones that like will accept it, but it's not like I thought where you just upload it everywhere in case somebody needs it. If you wanted to upload your DNA to like 23andMe, you need to do the test through them. But anyways, I'm doing it through Ancestry, but it's just very exciting as well to see who am I, really, who am I? Anything else going on in life? So I ate a lot of cake last week. Like I think I might have told you guys last Sunday, like it was Father's Day and we were craving cake. So Tom went out and bought cake, and I ate a lot of it during the week. So then he went, like, I didn't know he wanted any more, so I kind of ate like most of it. And so he went out during the week and bought another cake. And I'm talking like a big round, like good sized cake. And the new one that he bought, I mean, I asked, he brought me the first piece of it. And then the next day he asked me if I wanted another piece. And I said, yes, so that's 2. So it's cut into 8. He cut it into 8, which is a fair sized piece. And then on Friday when we were leaving, he went out to his nan's for the weekend. So he was leaving before we were, and there was 1 piece left, and I didn't want it to go dry and stale while we were gone for the weekend. So I said, can I have that? And so out of 8 pieces, I had 3 pieces of the new cake as well. But there was a reason behind that, because I knew that once I got started on my health journey, it doesn't mean I'm not going to be able to have cake. It just means that my piece isn't going to be this big, and I'm not going to eat 3 or 4 of them. I'm going to eat a smaller piece. And so as I told you guys before, listen, there is things that are going to be relevant to you watching this, and there's things that aren't. Gardening, not everyone watching this is going to care about my gardening life, but some people are. Not everybody's going to care about my spiritual life, but some people are. Not everyone's going to care about my health and fitness journey, but some people are. So what I'm saying is, don't make yourself not enjoy the little things in life. Don't not eat the cake at a birthday or something, but instead of having a huge piece, have a little piece. Have a bite of somebody's. So you still get the flavor of cake. You haven't totally like dismissed the, you know, you're not saying you can't have cake, but you just account for it in your calories, and you know what I mean? I'm not going to dismiss my favorite things, but I'm not going to sit and eat a whole bag of chips or crisps, depending where you live, what you call them. You know what I mean? I might have 2 and that's all I get, right? Or if the kids eat McDonald's, I might have 1 or 2 of their French fries and not order my own. Just, it's like, you don't have to give things up completely. You just have to be smart about what you're eating and how much you're eating. And then also it depends on what fitness you're doing, right? How much of it are you burning off? And also, you know, you have to have treat days, not cheat days. But Steve has to remind me that if you have a treat day, it doesn't mean you have to eat as much as you can until you feel sick. It just means that you can eat something that you wouldn't normally eat on your other days. Yeah, so tomorrow is time to get serious about things. I have been drinking more water because I'm having really bad toothache. So I went to the dentist a few weeks ago, and I thought I had cavities because my teeth were hurting, and they really hurt from like hot and cold. And I know I have like a lot of my enamel is like worn off, and I think I might have talked about this before, but it's not because I drink pop, because when I was growing up I wasn't really allowed to drink pop. It's from my high vinegar diet. Like, I like pickle juice, I like American mustard, like all the things in America that are preserved, sauerkraut, like all the preserves, the pickled stuff has vinegar in it. And vinegar, if you put it, I think I did, I'm sure I told you guys this in the last few weeks. If you take an egg and you put it in, get 3 glasses of water, put vinegar, pure like white vinegar, Coca-Cola, and a water, just water. You put your eggs in them. Water's your control, your base. so nothing really happens with water. Supposedly Coke is so acidic that it's going to destroy your teeth and everything else, and it might over time. But that egg that's in vinegar, and you might have done this in school in science class, the egg that's in vinegar, overnight, the shell of the egg will dissolve in vinegar. Now tell me, if our teeth are calcium and made of the same things as bones and eggshells, tell me what a vinegar diet is doing to my teeth. I used to have just white vinegar on my salad. I just I just really like vinegar and stuff like that too. And there's a lot of people, especially like I said, in North America, where we have a high vinegar diet, whether you realize it or not. And that might be what stripped my enamel. So I don't know if the sensitiveness of my teeth is because my enamel's so thin, or if something's going on. I thought I had cavities, but I went to the dentist and she said I didn't have any new cavities, but she said that some of my fillings had fallen out. So she replaced the fillings. But then I was still getting really bad pain and stuff. And I know like up here, this is the tooth that I think is the problem. But then sometimes the pain would be down here. And sometimes your nerves can like get their wires crossed where it's like one tooth, but that's actually the problem. But it's making you think it's a different tooth because of the wires crossed. And when I went to the dentist because of the pain, I thought maybe there's an infection or whatever. If I don't have cavities, it has to be something. And I was talking to a different dentist, not the one who filled my fillings, but I went like this, and he's like, you're pointing all over to, he's the one who actually owns the practice. And he's like, you're pointing all over to your mouth. He said, if you have like an infection or something, if there's a problem with the tooth, the wires can get crossed to different teeth, but it doesn't switch sides. So if it's this tooth that's bothering me and I'm feeling it down here too, that's one thing. But if I'm feeling it over here, then it's not this tooth necessarily. But anyways, so I've been on antibiotics for the last, since Thursday when I went to the dentist. And with the antibiotics, I have to drink a glass of water each time I take it. So that's why I've been drinking lots of water. But it hasn't seemed to be helping. So I'm going to continue my treatment with the antibiotics and hope that it helps. And today I have had pain on this side up here. So I don't know if I have like an infection in my gums. I don't know what's going on, but every time I try to eat something, especially if it's hot and cold, my teeth just start aching so bad. So I don't know if it's something to do with perimenopause, because yay for that and all the stuff that comes with it. But something's going on with my teeth, so I have to deal with that as well. So we'll see if the antibiotics work. If they haven't done anything by Wednesday, I'll make another appointment and figure it out. But I've been drinking more water, so that's good. That's a positive on that. And the bed at Steve's dad's was comfortable and everything, but I'm looking forward to being in my own bed. Actually, I might do that after I'm done on here too, while I'm listening to my book. I want to change our sheets on our bed, our sheets and duvet cover, and I wasn't able to before because of this, but I'm pretty good now, so I should be able to do it. And Steve's not home, so it's a good opportunity to do it. Nice fresh sheets for a nice clean sleep. Isn't it a nice feeling when you got nice clean sheets? So yeah, we're at 15 minutes. We can also do summer, I was going to do the live from outside, but it was cloudy and gray and now it's raining. So it's a good thing I didn't, but we could do, even though there's not a specific holiday for summer, we could do some summer crafts and summer snacks for one of my lives. What else? Just listening to the pigeons cooing outside because it's roosting time. That's what it's called, right? When they go home to roost? Yeah, that's what it's called. And, okay, so Steve's dad, Pierce, he had this friend staying for the weekend. And boy, did I talk. We went out for Saturday and I just kept talking and talking her ear off, hence the rambling hour, right? Just talking and talking. And Steve and Pierce were both like, you can give it a rest, Lisa. I was like, I don't get out much. Just socializing. And the difference is that when you're with somebody, we'll talk about a certain thing and it'll give me cues to continue talking about whatever the topic is. And of course I have stories, I have antidotes, I have things to mention, but my goodness, can I talk? Did I tell you guys that my sister Tina sent me a song and said, I'm pretty sure Dad said this song is about you, and it was called The Auctioneer. And I can't remember who it's by. It's kind of an old song from the 50s or something, but it's called The Auctioneer. And yes, you can imagine how fast The Auctioneer sings the song. And then Steve has a song by Chaz and Dave called Rabbit, and it's about talking fast as well. And it's, I guess rabbit is like a, I told you guys about Cockney rhyming slang before where they say like plates of meat, feet. So when they say my plates are sore, they mean like their feet are sore, plates of meat, feet. So I think rabbit is Cockney rhyming slang for something, but it doesn't matter. You can still enjoy the song even if you don't know the Cockney rhyming slang, because it's like she just talk, you know, talks, and it's like rabbit, 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 rabbit. And then there's this other song called You Talk Too Much, from maybe even earlier than the 50s. And that one definitely, my dad has said, and the lyrics are like, you talk too much, you worry me to death. You talk too much, you even worry my pet. You talk too much. Yeah, so those are songs about me. So it makes sense that I would have the rambling hour, wouldn't it? It's the little things in life. Like even just looking directly behind, like where my hands are pointing, I can see where the door was to get into the office. The fact that it's all like boarded up, it just needs like plastering and then painting. Like it has changed our living room. It has changed, like we can have a chair in that corner, and it's just changed things. I love change, even little things like that. Well, not all change is good, right? But when it's something that you've been waiting for or wanting and it gets done, I just love things like that. There's a tree that we cut down on the side of the house that it's a cherry laurel. I think I told you guys about it a few weeks ago. I need to deal with that too, like cutting up the branches smaller, having fire outside now that we've actually got some rain. And if it's not really, really hot, because who wants to have a campfire when it's really hot? But I need to burn some of that. I could take out the shredder, the garden shredder, to put some of the branches down and shred and make mulch. And then the bigger logs of it, I can use somewhere in the garden for, you know, wildlife and for blocking off. Some of the logs that I've used around the stream and stuff, they're slowly starting to break down. They're getting, you know, mushrooms coming up on them and stuff like that too. Mushrooms are actually the flower for the plant. The organism of a mushroom is actually underground or in the decomposing thing. When you see the actual mushrooms, those are just the fruits, the flowers from the organism itself. I was thinking about like in painting class, how we paint different scenes or different wildlife or different animals, plants, whatever. But I thought like, well, I guess I don't have to do it in class. I could just do it on my own too. But there's so many different fungi, and especially like there's some great photos of fungi, but that might be something that would be interesting to paint. I know I painted the toadstools last year and they turned out really good. But what I mean is, and I know I was saying this to the ladies in class and they were just looking at me like I was crazy. Like, why would we want to paint a series of fungi? But the thing is that when we painted the heron, when we painted we painted a crab, and like things in class that we painted that I never even would have thought of to paint, or like I would never chose them for myself to paint at home if I was choosing a subject. And so, yeah, like fungus is something that sounds weird and like, why would you want a series of fungus? But the colors and the shapes and the, you know what I mean? Like, so if it has holes in it, then it's going to have the shadows, the, you know, the lights and darks in the holes. And like, I think it could be an interesting subject to try and tackle. I'm really, really, really proud of my watering can that I painted. It's over there, so I don't want to get it, but I know I need to, okay, I will get it because I need something else to fill the hour anyways. But I want to, I didn't want to add all my art that I've been doing over the last few weeks because I finished a bunch of them at home a couple days ago, and I didn't want to add them all at once. So I'm like, the one that I did add, the castle, is really good, and I am proud of that one too. But I like really like my watering can, and again, because it's a style that I wouldn't normally do, it was like this month in class we're doing like more like scribbling and just like, so when I did the watering can, not just scribbling, but just putting paint color like willy-nilly, not willy-nilly as in not the right colors in the right places, but not necessarily like strokes or like things like just putting a little bit of this there. And we were using watercolors or watercolor pencils and doing like a little bit of like scribbling with the watercolor pencils, and maybe taking some of your brush and bringing some of it to here and there. And my watering can turned out really well. It's with the blue and the rust on it. Let me grab it for you. Uh-oh, where is it? I hope it's in here because I just brought this over to, I'm just using this for bringing my art, some of my art. Oh no, you know what I put in here? There's barely any art in here. It's just a big paper. It's just an easier way to carry the big paper in case I'm doing a big painting. But right now I try to do them like A4 size, which is like standard paper size here in the UK. Because then I just put them in like a portfolio. So I posted this one. That's the castle. It's like, oh, I didn't write on the back what castle it is. I can't remember what it's called. So it is really good. I'm really proud of it, especially the castle. It looks really, really nice with the, you know, and this, like how it's just, like you look at the flowers and they're not actual like petals or leaves. They're just blobs of color. And yet from the distance, you know that it's supposed to be flowers. So that was last month. So that was before the scribbling. So, but I'm so super proud of my watering can. So I'll bring it closer. And you can see that it's just, even my, sorry, people are messaging at the top right now. Even my ground, I just added some color in it and I didn't like it. So then I added some more color and I didn't like it. And then after I looked at it, I was like, wow, that actually turned out really well with the different colors in the ground. But the rust, it's just, it's not like one brush stroke. It's layers and layers and layers of different things. I think, and then I left, like, you can see where I smudged the charcoal, which is what I drew with it first, is the charcoal, and it's smudgy and stuff, but I left that because it's messy, it's streaky, and I like my watering can a lot. I'm proud of that one. And what did we do last week? Oh, I haven't finished it. It's a birdhouse. I haven't finished it yet, but maybe I'll show you guys next week when I finish it. And I love that Steve's been coming for over a month now. He's been coming to my classes as well. So I don't have to tell him how to do things or teach him how to do them because he's learning them from a teacher who's better skilled at explaining things than I am. Yeah, so anyways, guys and gals and everyone else, however you identify, we are coming up on the hour, and I'm just too bouncy from being sitting down talking with Steve and his dad at the table to sitting in a car for hours. I'm just too bouncy and can't sit still much longer, so I'm going to get things done here and look forward to having a good week. Enjoy, because June is almost done. Congratulations to anyone who's graduating from school or has or is going to. I know in Canada, school ends at the end of June. Well, college and university, May, but regular school, end of June, they're done. So here, kids have school till mid-July. But yeah, congratulations to everyone who's finished, who's done their course. Congratulations to our daughter, Aurora, who finished her second year of plastering and is certified with a trade. So congratulations to her. Congratulations to our little Erica, who's pretty much done her first year of drama, but she's still has to go to college for a couple more days, but it's just getting prepared for next year, really. Like, she's actually done her first year. So congratulations to her. And happy birthday to Stuart on Friday, Steve's best friend. It was his birthday. There is birthdays coming up too, but what else? Just I can't believe June is almost over. So enjoy the summer, enjoy the nice weather if you have some, because too soon it'll be not nice weather again and we'll be complaining. Except in Australia, which is in their winter right now, like coming into fall into winter now. So they, enjoy your winter, because hopefully it'll be spring for you guys soon when it's fall for us. But yeah, I love you guys. I've enjoyed rambling. I wish I had more to talk about. I probably do if I had some what's that called? The trigger words, or, I should get the thing back out that I have all those words in to think of subjects to talk about. And yesterday's makeup, because we went out, so I actually did my makeup to go out for dinner, but it's still on me and I didn't have any lotion or cream. Well, I did, but I just didn't take it out to, that's my trick for getting off makeup. I don't use makeup remover. I use a little bit of cream, hand cream or whatever, and you put just a little bit underneath where the black is. And then you take a tissue and you wipe, and it takes all the black makeup off. So that is my trick for removing yesterday's makeup. Unfortunately, I am a lazy git is a word they use here in the UK, so I was going to say lazy git, but lots of you wouldn't know what that means. But I'm a lazy girl, and I don't usually wash my face before bed to take off yesterday's, or like that day's makeup before I go to sleep. But I don't regularly wear makeup either. Most of the time I look, oh, Steve got this picture of me yesterday in the morning, and I'm eating, and my hair is fuzzed out, and I'm looking over I think I'm looking over my glasses at him while holding my phone. It's just like the worst picture, but it makes me laugh, and I think it's funny because that, like I said, most of the time I look not so good. But anyways, I love you guys, and we will see you guys next week. And yeah, like I said, it'll be my first week of working out. I'll let you guys know how that's gone, and hopefully if I am a little bit more what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? You guys wouldn't know because you're not in my brain. Like, I need to actually put in the work, be proactive, and get some guests, and maybe even next Sunday we'll have a guest. I don't know. So today's the 22nd, so that'll be the 29th of June. We'll see. All right. I love you guys, and have a good week, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye.